Hello there, how's it going? I hope you're doing well, that you're enjoying some outside time, some time reuniting with family and friends. I know we are, and we're trying to soak up just enjoying life, because it's very likely that we're going to be back under another stay-at-home order, which is terrifying. It's terrifying, but we're gonna do our part to keep from getting everybody sick. So all right, that being said, I've been mulling this over in my brain, because if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I love to pan looks, and I am a person that I definitely have associations with life events and makeup, memories and makeup. And I have been wearing this kind of burgundy cherry combo for enough time now that I really just... It's the makeup that I'm forever going to associate with 2020. It's the makeup that I'm going to think of when I think what was going on when we were going through COVID-19. What was going on during the stay-at-home order? How did I feel about it? And I'm going to be able to go back to that place mentally and emotionally every time I look at these products. And so I thought, it's time. I'm going to put myself on a project pan. I've got 8 defined items and some backups that I want to show you of things that I'm going to work on over the next couple of months. That, like I said, while I love these products, they're forever going to be affiliated with COVID-19. So I want to title this Project Pan, like panning through the pandemic, or pandemic panning. I'll think of something. So if you're feeling the same way about items from your makeup collection, come on in and join me. I really feel like this is going to be a healing process of finishing out some makeup, kind of working through our feelings of, just dealing with stay-at-home orders, dealing with working from home. If you've gone through the chaos like I have of trying to figure out homeschool on the go, like literally as everything just closed immediately, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And that's not even including if you've had loved ones be sick, or you've been ill yourself, and just so much. So like I said, all of these items are products that I love. I very much appreciate these things, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be a very cathartic process to be able to have the joy in these makeup items, but as I finish them, be able to gracefully say goodbye and move on to newer and better things. So where did this idea start from? It's because I've been panning so much burgundy eyeshadows. So if you haven't gotten the opportunity to watch my Pan That Palette update or the Get Ready With Me for this look, I will have both of those videos up in the cards above, as well as the description box below. But really where I'm coming from is like a burgundy feel for this entire project pan. Kind of takes me back to the old school, like when I first started my channel. I was really overwhelmed with the amount of gold eyeshadow I had. And at this point in my life, I guess you could say I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of matte burgundy eyeshadow I have, particularly from MAC. But that being said, it really was the start of getting me thinking of, it's time for me to do a project pan, a concentrated project pan, and have you hold me accountable every month for these updates. So let's go with where I'm getting started. Item number 1, and it's ambitious, I know, but we're gonna do this. So item number 1 is gonna be my Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Cola Pop. And just to kind of give you a little trip around my brain, I have managed to hit pan in this during the coronavirus and stay-at-home order, and so I thought, how appropriate would that be to take this time to just go on and finish this blush. I really appreciate that while it is a very intense reddish burgundy on the cheeks, it's actually more versatile than I ever could have imagined it possible. It works. And I don't have a deep skin tone, but I feel like this would be appropriate if you do have a richer skin tone than I do, and you want just a subtle flush. It's not a shimmery blush. It's not a glittery blush. So it's very sophisticated. It's very flattering, but it also works if you are much fairer than I am. Just kind of very lightly apply it to your cheeks. It's not clownish when you put it on. And so while I know that it takes a very long time, it was a monumental just feeling of accomplishment when I was able to finally hit pan. And so that's what's driving me to just knock it out and finish it. And while I love it, I really feel like I said before, this is going to be kind of the slow, I know that it sparks joy for me, but it's going to be a very healing way to be able to let this product go and say goodbye once I finish it. So here we are. Here is my starting point. And I am happy to report that even though it did take a long time, it is kind of comforting to know that once you hit pan, even this formula will help show you a little bit more a little bit of faster progress once you've hit pan, so you don't feel like it's going to take you forever. But I definitely have my work cut out for me because it is densely packed in this pan, let me tell you. But I'm actually kind of excited to, you know, have documented progress each month to see realistically how long it's going to take me, because I do have another Clinique not Clinique Colourpop. I have another Clinique Cheek Pop blush in the shade Black Honey in my collection. So when I really get down to it, it's going to be kind of nice to see realistically how long it's going to take me from this point. And like I said, have that documented progress. So there we go. Item number 2 is actually kind of my static item, and then I have a couple of backups, but I'm going to be working on some travel size bottles of MAC Fix Plus. I have 3 of them here. Actually, technically I have 4 because I have one going on in my purse right now. But this fragrance, I went a little ham last year. I bought way too many because I love watermelon, and because it was a limited edition scent, I went bonkers and bought like, I want to say like 6 bottles. And so now that I'm getting through them, it is a fragrance that I associate immediately with just kind of going through, you know, COVID-19 and reality shifting. And so this is the time I'm going to pan these Fix Pluses out of my collection. I'm going to work on 1 bottle at a time. And what I've done with the other bottles is as I finish them, I pour what's left because they really stop spraying around this mark. And so there's still product in there. So I pour them into bottles that I'm, you know, working on next. And we're going to do it. We're going to finish off these bottles of Fix Plus because honestly, I'm really excited, looking forward to that day, because when I finish these watermelon sprays, I will need to repurchase a setting spray in my collection, and then it'll be, I only have one and I'm working on that one, and I'm so looking forward to that feeling. I know you know what I mean. So we're gonna knock out those 3 setting sprays during this project pan. The next thing that I want to finish is this Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And I have mentioned this before. I'm not a huge fan of this powder in its traditional state when it has a cooling sensation on the face. I find that it clumps a little too much in areas around my cheek, around my forehead, around my chin, and those are areas that I really want to be smooth. Those tend to be where I get oily, as we all kind of do, especially in the summertime. And so now that the powder's dried out a little bit, I do like it, but it's definitely time to move this out of my collection. So if you're unfamiliar with this product, when you open up the jar, there's a plastic lid to keep the powder moistened, keep it from drying out. It does still dry out over time. And then there's a mesh sifter on the inside that you can either press your powder brush down into to get product, or you can use a powder puff to apply this to your face. And it is quite nice. It definitely has more of a kickback now that it's dried out, which is kind of annoying. So I definitely, like, if you're kind of in the same situation that I am with a product like this, I definitely hold my breath when I apply it, so I'm not inhaling quite as much powder into my nose. But definitely I'm at the point where there's not much left. I'm gonna mark it after I get off the camera with you, but I definitely don't have too much kind of in front of me where I feel like it's gonna take me scads of time. This is my start line, so I'll go on and mark it with a Sharpie when I get off camera. So that's where I am with that. I'm looking forward to moving out of powder for my collection. The next 2 things are the same shade of lipstick from MAC. It is my MAC matte lipstick in the shade Taupe, or A18. I love this lipstick. It is definitely one of my favorites, but Right now, since I'm going to be wearing this burgundy eyeshadow combo and the Colourpop blush, I just decided let's knock both of these out. So I have one tube that's on its last little bit and the other one that's going to take me some time because I pulled it out of my purse, and we're going to work on them till I finish them because it's going to take me a while. So here's tube number 1 that I'm going to be working on. That is it. It is completely rolled up. And depending on how long it takes me with some of these other products, I might go on and dig out what's in the tube. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to depend on how long it takes me with the other tube because this is where I am with the second tube right here. So as you can see, it's going to take me a couple weeks to kind of get this knocked out. But I do love, love, love this color. It will be something I repurchase because if you're in the market for a deeper than a normal nude, but kind of on the line of My Lips But Better, not too pinky mauve kind of shade, taupe is great. It is what I'm wearing currently. I usually pair it with my MAC Whirl lip pencil, and I have a gloss I'm going to show you in just a minute. But it is just absolutely beautiful, especially if you have dark hair. You can wear this if you have fairer skin. It would definitely work if you have deeper skin than I do. It's just a great everyday work appropriate. Gives a little bit of depth and dimension to your lips, but you can definitely pair it with most eye looks that you're wanting to wear for work or school or whatever your normal routine is. So, okay. That being said, then we get into item number 5, number 5, and I have had this eyeliner in my collection for quite some time, and the reason I wanted to pan it is because the cap is broken, so it's definitely going to dry out a lot faster than I would like, but it is what's left of my MAC eye pencil in the shade Costa Riche. This is my favorite espresso liner of all time, and right now, since I'm panning a black eyeshadow out of my MAC Semi-Sweet X9, I thought this would be a fun way to kind of tone down the black eyeshadow a little bit and kind of give a black and brown appearance to my lash line. I really love that, and then it gives me the opportunity to finish this eyeliner out. So this is where I am with this pencil. Definitely something I would continue to repurchase in the future, but I guess you could call this a gimme item in this project pan because it's definitely not going to be too terribly hard for me to get through this, but I need to because, like I said, the lid, the cap is pretty cracked, and definitely I don't want to, you know, miss out on the last little bits of that pencil because they are kind of expensive to replace. So, all right, then the next item number 6. I bought this during the COVID-19, and it's definitely, it works with the whole vibe, but I have a Chanel Glossomer in the Rouge Coco Gloss. I think this is the Glossomer, but the Rouge Coco Gloss, I have the shade 722, which is Noche Moscata, I think. I went on and had a picture of it in that Get Ready With Me that I have. So right now, I definitely have quite a bit of product to get through because I've only had this for a couple of weeks. And I talked about it when I first got it with my quarantine favorites. I have been watching a lot of YouTubers who are transitioning to wearing their hair naturally gray. And one of the tips that many of them have mentioned has been finding yourself your go-to gloss, you know, to give that plump, youthful effect to your pout and to just kind of revitalize your makeup when you're feeling kind of down and frumpy and you feel like the wrinkles are just overtaking. And so it really has been an awesome addition to my makeup routine. I was actually watching the YouTuber that I wanted to mention. I mentioned her in that video, but in case you haven't heard, her name is Nicole Johnson. She is a former supermodel, now turned influencer. She has her own makeup line, and she does a lot of tutorials specifically for transitioning hair, or if you've already transitioned. And I picked this gloss up because this is one of the ones that she mentioned because it is not sticky, it doesn't have any fragrance, and it's very, very comfortable on the lips. And I trust her opinion on it because I've had success with this product. So if you're looking for a YouTuber like her that you want to find somebody that you can jive with, Nicole Johnson, maybe she will offer some tips that work well for you work well for you too. So, all right, so here's the doe foot on this. And like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna keep track of the progress on this, but I'm basically gonna use it every day till it's gone because since I'm not a gloss fan, I know that I need to be a one at a time kind of person, and I need to use it till I can see the sides. Actually, you can see a little bit of the sides. Maybe there's hope for this. So, because when I wear gloss, I usually only wear it in the center of my upper and lower lip. So it's gonna take me quite some time, but you can see the side of it. I hope the camera is gonna do this justice, but that's giving me some hope. So I'm gonna go on and put it in there. We're gonna work on this gloss till I'm done, because I definitely, when I finish those taupe lipsticks, I probably have some backups of something that'll be close enough that I could sub in and keep this whole burgundy eyeshadow going. I mean, really, I definitely don't even have to try that hard. So we'll figure it out. Then the last two items, number 7 and 8, there's no way I'm gonna be able to hit pan and finish them before the rest of these items are done. So we're gonna make my goal to hit pan. So because I figure, like, while I rotate in as much burgundy eyeshadow as I can get, because I'm working on the Back to MAC Project Pan, finishing off as many MAC shadows as I can, I'm okay with sticking with the eyeshadow. But the bronzer that I'm going to be working on is going to be this Ofra Blush Bronzer format. It does not have a shade name, it just says format. So we're going to hit pan on this. I was able to actually finish a NARS bronzer in the shade Laguna, so that gave me some confidence. This one is definitely going to be more challenging than the Laguna, because it is so pigmented on the cheeks. I actually have to be quite careful applying this, otherwise it looks really weird and dirty on my skin. So goal is to hit pan, and then we'll roll in something else, or we'll evaluate how the rest of the items are going with the Project Pan and decide at that point if I'm going to keep going with the products. So this is one of those items that I received from Octoly. Have I had this 2 years now? I'll have to look back and see, but it was one of those, you know, I requested to review it. It is a very nice bronzer, but I definitely have to be careful with putting this on my skin. So why not? It's been in my collection. I want to see if I can hit pan. We'll go for it. Then lastly, item number 8. This is a very challenging product to hit pan on because there is so much of it, but I'm gonna try. It is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle. We've got the whole MAC theme going with quite a few products, so why not? Let's go for the gold. And we're gonna see about hitting pan. And I'm wondering what I should do, because typically when I've been going in with my highlighting brush or with my little pointed eyeshadow brush to use this in my inner corners, I've been kind of going for the middle of the dome, but it's so high in the middle of the product, I'm wondering if I should kind of work on one of the sides and kind of go in that way, but we'll see. I don't know. Leave me your comment in the comment section below of what you think I should do, because we'll see. I mean, I've never finished a MAC highlighter before, because the highlighters I've had in the past from MAC have all expired on me before I've gotten a chance to finish them. You know, this is my second MAC compact I've ever had of Soft and Gentle. The first one I was able to hit pan on, but then I put it away because I spent so long panning eyeshadow through various Pan That palettes and whatnot that I just didn't wear it for the longest time, and then it went bad. And I had another, it was a limited edition highlighter from MAC that had like a blush highlighter combo situation, and I hit pan in it, but it definitely went bad and expired, and it was not something I would have trusted to put on my face. So I'm gonna kind of put that goal out there. I want to hit pan in it. We're gonna evaluate, but I think it's a highlighter that I definitely want to see the end and finish, because I've never done that, and I kind of want to set that goal in front of me. So I'll keep you posted on that. But otherwise, that is it. Those are my 8 items. And like I said, if you feel like jumping in on this with me, if there are items that you just, no matter what you do or how you combine them in your makeup collection, they are forever going to be, you know, coronavirus makeup to you. Let's go on and do this together and pan these items out of our collection. I think it'll be amazing. It'll be a ton of fun. Give us some, you know, camaraderie to kind of keep each other motivated as we go through hopefully getting better getting better as a world to, you know, kind of get back and be able to go to work and do things with our family and friends, because right now it's just the times are uncertain and it's scary. So we're in this and we're going to do it together. So I hope that you will decide to join me. Have fun, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you very, very soon. Until then, take care.